Today began with a jolt for everyone who follows Real Madrid. Xabi Alonso named a starting 11 that left Vinicius Jr., one of the club's most explosive attackers, on the bench and put Rodrygo on the left flank for the Oviedo game. And the reaction from the stands and the presidential box was instant. President Florentino Perez, who rarely makes a spectacle of himself in tactical debates, was caught on the sideline offering a short but loaded line about rotation. Essentially a green light to experiment, and that single moment has set off a chain reaction. At first glance, this looks like a rotation call. Alonso wants fresh legs, wants to test options before the transfer window slams shut. But look deeper, and the choices reveal a deliberate tactical nudge. Alonso is signalling that no place at Real Madrid is automatic, that form and fit will dictate minutes more than reputation. Rodrygo's start is more than a start. It's a statement. The 24-year-old asked to play on the left, and today he was given a chance to prove that his best football can come from that side, offering balance, directness, and an ability to combine in tight spaces with Mbappé and the wide runners the coach favours. That creates a new problem for Vinicius, a forward who has been the face of Madrid's dynamic attacks, because benching him on a match day when competition matters publicly exposes him to scrutiny about form, attitude, and adaptability. How a player reacts to this kind of challenge matters as much as the coach's reasoning. For the dressing room, it's a test of trust. Will senior stars see rotation as healthy competition or a vote of no confidence? For fans, it will feel like high-stakes theatre. One selection can swing narratives from a club hierarchy to a management crisis. From a tactical perspective, Alonso kids with Courtois, Carvajal, Rudiger, Huijsen and Carreras at the back, a midfield anchored by Tchouaméni and Valverde with Gula to add creativity, and a front three of Mastantuono, Mbappé and Rodrygo suggests a desire to keep width, pace and verticality while experimenting with combinations that might unlock stubborn defences. The presence of Mastantuono and the use of Brahim's alternatives on the right indicate Alonso values daring off-the-ball movement this season. If Rodrygo can supply clean runs, link play and crucial overloads on the left, he immediately becomes a must-start option. But there's a human side to this chessboard. Vinicius is not only a match winner, but an emotional heartbeat for the squad. Benching him risks denting morale if handled clumsily. Yet it also sends a message that form and tactical fit are king. A management style that can either sharpen standards or fracture harmony, depending on how it's communicated. Florentino's comment, urging belief in rotation and in young players' opportunities, is telling. It reveals a presidential willingness to back the coach's experiments publicly, which can calm internal storm clouds, but also telegraphs to the market and media that the club is comfortable shaking the tree while the window is open. That alone might affect transfer chatter. Agents and suitors watch how minutes are allocated closely. If the benching is framed as tactical competition rather than punishment, Vinicius can respond with minutes and goals. If it's framed as the start of a positional reshuffle that favours Rodrygo long-term, we may see ripples in January windows and contract conversations. The bigger picture matters. Real Madrid chases trophies and must manage egos while building a balanced squad. Alonso's gamble today could be the catalyst that forces players to adapt, or it could become a headline that grows into a crisis narrative if results don't follow. For neutral observers, this is compelling. Top clubs are pressure cookers where a single selection often says more about direction than a full season of statements from the boardroom. Tonight's game will be measured not only by the scoreline, but by subtler verdicts. Did Rodrygo justify the faith? Did the attack click without Vinicius? Did the dressing room remain united? Fans will argue on social feeds, pundits will unpack the decision for hours, and the club will have to manage both optics and outcome. Whatever happens on the pitch, today's choice will be remembered as one of the early signals in Alonso's tenure. Either the moment he showed ruthless clarity in squad management, or the moment an internal staff felt the heat and had to respond. So watch closely, because if Rodrygo lights up the left and Madrid win convincingly, this will be remembered as a masterstroke. If not, the questions will only get louder, and Florentino's reaction will be replayed again and again as evidence of how the club chooses to steer its ship under pressure. What do you think? Fair tactical decision or drama waiting to happen?